opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 64 yards.
A gain of 64 yards. First down, Minnesota.
What are you doing?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, smash, Bronco. Roll.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be returned from, and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
60 Vikings. Seven Pirates.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Six on the board, fellas. You got that cheat code, offense. Yeah, I'm listening.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to know that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grip. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Another day off.
I want to see some points out there. Touchdown, baby. Get a touchdown. 60 Eagles. Hey, go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he? And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Catch made here by Campbell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Vikings.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. They'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Let's go now.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
Cup 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Baylor. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Vikings 28, Dolphins 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On first down, back to Achane. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Score on these guys.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll change things around before the snap. He'll drop to throw. He's got room at the 30. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Dolphins 14.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Get off the field now. Did you see the replay?
What are you looking at, ref?
Come on, bad call. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Play it safe, boys. Play it safe, boys. Let's get a few yards.
Jefferson moving in motion left.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Complete. Jefferson to target.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
52 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Yeah, we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This is asleep.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. It's Bailey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we Play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 28.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
And now an audible here into something else.
2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Teamwork. Let's go. Sit him down, defense. Play some defense out there, fella. Check. Hurt. Warrior 17.
Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught on the right flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Goes right back to Smith again.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
There you go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way.
There he goes, right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Drag him, 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down.
Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Balin. Touchdown, Vikings. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Dolphins 40.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think of touchdown.
Devontae Smith with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Dolphins 48.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They go play action here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it down.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
For a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the
He'll drop to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Vikings.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Hey, check that. Street. 70.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
What are you looking at?
Tracking 60. 79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19.
Back to throw here.
That one complete down the field.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on 1st down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying.
There he goes, right side.
Down the right sideline.
And finally taken down at the 15.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably